Hi, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting, and today we're going to discuss a topic of prepper. Well, maybe part of prepping. Maybe it's just part of my psychological defectiveness. Depends on who you talk to. But either way, I'm going to discuss the ability to hide important items in plain sight, like cash, for example. We still live in a society that's considered normal and functional. Debatable, but I guess that's what it's considered. But you still have break-ins, people taking your stuff. So this is a way of being able to hide cash, for example, in plain sight. And basically what I do, so I can focus in here, go over to my cabinet where I keep my canned foods. Open it up here, and I have all my assorted canned foods in here, and unfortunately it's not organized right now, but anyway, we have some pasta meat sauce, beans and chilies and pineapples, some cherries, another pasta meat sauce, and we'll pull this one out, close that up. We'll come back over here and we'll discuss it. So here's the pasta meat sauce can, and it's a normal can. I originally opened it by using a can opener that opens up. It cuts the sides here, not the top. It cuts the sides, and it makes a nice little sealable, resealable can. So what I did was I glued a pill bottle into the inside of the can, and I used a small rag because the pill bottle wasn't exactly the size that I needed, so I compensated by putting a little rag around it and a bunch of glue, and I glued the pill bottle lid onto the top of the can, and basically all I have to do is just store my money inside the pill bottle. When I close it, I can just close the lid, and when I turn the pill bottle, it seals up the can. I can put it anywhere. It looks like a normal can sitting around. And when I want it, I just pull it out and open up the lid, unscrew it, and voila, I have my money in there. So, and it holds a good chunk of money. You know, one of those is a pretty good bank. Basically all I do is, when I'm done with it, seal it back up, and I put it back where I want it. If I want it in my cabinet, I'll just take it back over to my cabinet, mix it in with the rest of them, put a can on top of it, leave it set, and voila. Come walking around, no one would ever suspect that I've got my cash in that. Close it up. Now I know where it's at. It's secure. Got somebody going through my my stuff looking for cash. Now if they're looking for food, you know, they may take my stash and find out later that they got a $1,200 can of pasta sauce. But in general, nobody's gonna ransack your house if they're looking for electronics and cash and TVs and stuff like that. They're not necessarily going to go into your canned food storage and take your pasta. And even if they did open it up, you know, I keep it towards the middle back so that you know, they most likely aren't going to grab that. But anyway, that's one way that I store small amounts of cash in my house. I keep it all over the house, and you can use any kind of tin for that sort of stuff. You know, there's millions of ways of hiding stuff like that. You can hide them behind picture frames. My grandmother grew up in the Depression, and she would always hide her money in the backs of picture frames. If she ever wanted to get any cash, she'd go into her room, close the door, and when she'd come out, she'd have her cash. And what she'd do is she would take a picture frame down, and it was usually Elvis. She'd take her picture frame down, open up the back. She'd have the money sitting in there, and she'd take what she needed. She'd close the back up, hang it back up on the wall. So there's another one that you can use. It's just your imagination is basically the limit of how to do stuff like that. But there's an example. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting. And hopefully I'll see you again.